Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Catherine Rinaldo. I'm a personal injury attorney here in Tampa, Florida, and have been practicing and licensed to practice personal injury throughout the state of Florida for over 35 years. At our law firm, we are very concerned about the health and safety of our clients, as well as the community in general. For this reason, we have put together a video series on how and when to seek treatment for a personal injury in the COVID-19 environment. Today, we have a very special guest, a Dr. Jonathan Walker with Ethos Health Group and Florida Spine and Injury. Dr. Walker, could you tell us a little bit about your practice?
So we have locations across the state of Florida. We have 12, soon to be 13 locations, as far north as Lake City, throughout north central Florida, and then in the Tampa Bay region, as well as over on the East Coast in Daytona and Melbourne. And one of the main areas of focus for us is traumatic brain injury, otherwise known as a concussion. And so this is an area that we have a lot of tools in our toolbox and a lot of emphasis on being able to help people identify and then recover from these types of injuries.
Dr. Walker, would you tell our viewers when they should obtain treatment for a traumatic brain injury?
Well, the first step is identifying if you may have sustained a traumatic brain injury. Now, there's quite a laundry list of symptoms, and if you have 3 or more of these symptoms, then there's a very good chance that you've sustained a brain injury or a concussion. These are symptoms like headaches, dizziness, nausea, blurry vision, double vision, can be balance problems, emotional changes like irritability, mood changes, anxiety, depression, sleep problems, whether that's sleeping too much or not sleeping enough. If you have more than just 1 or 2 of these symptoms, and this has come in relation to some sort of an injury, a car crash, a trip and fall, something like that, there's a very good chance that you may have sustained a concussion. And if that's the case, you really don't want to delay, because in certain cases, these types of things can become very, very significant, even fatal. And so whether that's obtaining treatment with a local physician, whether that's reaching out to us for a telemedicine visit for our tele-TBI program, or whether that's going to your emergency room or urgent care, you really don't want to wait when it comes to something as important as a brain injury.
Well, exactly what type of treatment does Ethos Health Group provide for
Well,
traumatic?
the way you have to think of traumatic brain injury or the brain in general is kind of like a muscle. In the same way that you can do rehabilitation for the muscles in the neck and the back and the shoulder and so forth, the brain is the same way. And so we utilize a telemedicine platform that allows us to gain access to some of the top experts in the state of Florida. So we have a neurologist, Dr. Syed Assad, who is board certified in brain injury medicine. We have a physiatrist or a physical medicine doctor on our team. And so they utilize the telemedicine platform to see patients. We also have diagnostic testing to identify when someone has obtained a brain injury. We use different eye tracking software, EEG, balance testing, some very sophisticated tools. And then from a treatment standpoint, like I said, the brain can be rehabilitated, whether that's with cutting edge equipment like the Alpha Stem device, vagus nerve stimulation, cognitive therapy, infrared diode therapy, a device called neurofeedback. We have a lot of tools in our arsenal that can be helpful, as opposed to just waiting and kind of hoping it gets better on its own. We know that that approach is outdated, and that the more proactive we can get with rehab for the brain, the better the long-term outcomes we tend to see.
So fortunately, in the COVID-19 environment, your facility provides treatment from the comfort of the patient's home. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, like I said, we've been doing telemedicine since last year, but here recently, we have expanded our telemedicine capabilities so that someone who is anywhere in the state of Florida, even if you're not located near one of our physical offices, can see us and establish a new patient relationship via telemedicine. And so if you're in a position where medically it's not advised to leave home, or you've been told you need to stay home and you don't feel safe leaving your house, you don't have to just wait it out in fear. We actually have some at-home treatment that we can do. The same way that a doctor could send you home with a back brace or a TENS unit or home exercises that you can do, we have some of the technology I've described can actually be done by the patient at home, and we monitor and supervise that via telemedicine as well.
So how do our viewers obtain treatment with your facilities?
Well, if they have an injury attorney who is representing them on their case, then they can reach out to their attorney and they can help with that contact, or they can contact us directly and reach out to the office to schedule a new patient appointment.
And how do they go about contacting you, Dr. Walker?
Best way to reach us at the office is to call our main number. That's 352 732 5590, 352 732 5590. And that's answered 24/7. So you can be assured you'll always be able to speak to someone directly.
Thank you so much, Dr. Walker. This information has been incredibly helpful, especially for people who suspect or are suffering from a traumatic brain injury. I'm Catherine Rinaldo. If any of you have questions for me, please call me at 813-831-9999. Be safe.